Hello and welcome to the very first actual gameplay trailer video on this channel. Sorry it took so long, I was very busy. So here we are at the Konami Omni building, Junker's headquarters, which looks very familiar in fact. Act 1, Snatch. So, here is the main crux of the gameplay. Now, this is pretty much a visual novel come graphic adventure game. It's very much menu based rather than point and click like a Western adventure game would be. So we'll just dive right on into it here. So, how may I help you? So, as you can see, we have several options, not unlike something like out of a LucasArts or Sierra adventure game. We can either try to enter, and as we can see, you can't actually get beyond that point. And so, I think we'll do what is pretty obvious here. So let's just talk to her.
I'm Gillian Seed. I've been assigned to Junker headquarters effective today.
Oh, you're Mr. Seed. Please forgive me. My name is Mika Slayton. I'm the administrative assistant and operator here at Junker headquarters. Very pleased to meet you.
So, we can do various things here. We can look at Mika. That's very forward for a first meet, especially first day on the job, but sure, why not? We can investigate. Nothing really to investigate there. We'll use that when we're out and about on the case later on. So we'll just talk. Oh, we've already said that. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's ask her a question. How about we ask her about the job we're about to do? Because we have no idea, apparently. So, Junkers are a special task force put together to combat the Biroroid Snatcher menace. I don't know, why not just call them one or the other? Oh well. It's overseen by government intelligence agencies. Okay, so let's ask about the city. We're new here. We don't know anything about where we are. It's Japan, but not Japan. Okay. So, let's ask about... let's ask about her. Yes, it is a bit forward. Okay, so I think there's not much we can do here, so let's just enter on
Mr.
it.
Seed?
Gillian's fine. You can call me Gillian, Mika.
Okay, Gillian. I'll open the main door and show you around headquarters.
So, now, if I remember correctly, you get a choice of where to go first in the office. So, let's go meet the boss.
Chief Cunningham, Gillian Seed is here. I brought him in as you requested.
Thanks for coming, Seed. I'm Benson Cunningham, the Chief of Junker Operations.
Gillian Seed. I've been transferred here from the 17th Special Forces Division.
I've heard all about your special training in the military, Seed. I hope you'll put it to good use on your new assignment here. By the way, I understand you're suffering from amnesia. Any sign yet that your memory's coming back?
I'm afraid not. I still can't remember a thing from before the Army picked me up 3 years ago.
You're married, aren't you?
Yes, but we're separated now. She has amnesia as well, and without any memories between the two of us, I'm afraid there was very little to base a good relationship on.
I can see your point there.
So, let's have a look around the place. Let's have a look at that god-awful looking sofa. Is that a blow-up? Okay, let's investigate the sofa. It's air cushion, yeah. Well, I thought so. Robot sofa? What's so robotic about... What the hell is chaos system? I'm gonna look for that next time I'm down at IKEA. I'm gonna look for sofa with chaos system technology. What the hell? Strange. Okay. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at the window, at the glorious looking view. Too bad there are snatchers lurking out there somewhere. So, let's have a look at that picture on the wall. Oh. Oh, okay. Something you're hiding, Chief? Anyway, let's ask him some questions about what we're actually supposed to do here on this job. So this is a very new problem. August of this year. So it's, if I remember correctly, this is not 6 months old as an agency yet. So very, very new. Yep, okay, so Junker operates with certain rules and privileges different from regular police officers. Yep, so we are specially tasked with getting rid of snatchers. Yep, must not harm innocent civilians. This sounds very familiar. Wonder if Kojima was inspired by something. Okay. Subject may not be physically investigated or restrained unless there's irrefutable evidence exists to indicate the subject is indeed a snatcher, and we will see later on that there are some very clear telltale signs that someone might be a snatcher. They're pretty obvious. A junker is required to assist and support civilian bounty hunters. So that's interesting. So, okay, so government agents are at the whims of private citizens? Okay, interesting. Okay, in order to carry out one, the junker is allowed the use of a blaster, woohoo baby, and a navigator, and a turbocycle. Turbocycle, yeah, we'll get to that in a moment, but the navigator concept is pretty interesting. Only 5 rules. Glad I didn't have to sift through a handbook like you usually have to do with a job, but there you go. Let's have a look at the duties. Yep, pretty much. Cut and dried, very simple. So we need to put a stop to them. That's right, we don't want people taken over by the snatchers anymore. So, who else am I going to be working with? Okay, so it is a very specialist job. Very few people. I'm the chief, Harry's the engineer, then there's Mika, Gibson, and me are the runners. So, yeah, very small organization. Okay, so let's talk about the things we'll be killing. Okay, so it took nearly 2 years to sort out a government agency for this. Bureaucracy. Don't you just love it? Anyway, the Snatcher suddenly appeared in Neo Kobe. Now that's quite interesting. Not a global phenomenon? Just in this city? What's so important about this city? You've no idea where they come from or what they want. Alright. They kill, copy the appearance of their victims, and take their place in society. Ah, okay.
That should be enough to make your duties as a junker quite clear. This is your junker ID card. It will identify you as a junker. Carrying it allows you to exercise your special authority.
I see. Sort of like a police officer's badge, huh?
And here's some money. It's not much, but you'll need it to carry out your investigation.
Cash?
Credit cards aren't accepted in some regions of the city. You'll need this sooner or later.
Sounds like it's a rough place out there.
Go see Harry, the engineer. He's got your equipment ready for you.
Ah. So now we have a possessions option. So this works much like the LucasArts or the Sierra inventory slots. So we can investigate our items. So we can investigate our cash. Cold hard cash. You plenty to get the job done with. Yeah, you don't need to worry too much about how much cash you actually have, thankfully. Just that you have some. And then here's your Junker ID with an IC chip built in. Okay. All of your personal details? Interesting. Yeah, I would be very careful with that. Okay, so let's move on, shall we? We will move on to the next destination in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, I will have a lot more on the way. If not, let me know down in the comments. I'm always eager to improve. Thanks again, and goodbye.